Season 18 introduced intrinsic champion mods to certain exotic weapons, including anti-barrier to the Wish Ender bow. If you're like me, you probably have no idea what Wish Ender even does as an exotic. Last time I used it was when it was bugged a few years ago and it was doing insane damage. Wish Ender has anti-taken fletching, so it's better against taken targets. It also has broadhead, so a fully drawn arrow pierces the target on entry and exit, which can over-penetrate targets, which as a result makes 3 damage numbers show up. Lastly, its intrinsic trait is Queen's Wrath, which gives the user true sight while ADSing with a fully drawn bow. Basically, it highlights enemies behind walls. Arbalest has been the king of anti-barrier ever since it got the mod back in December 2021. Arbalest is also the only kinetic that has Disruption Break, which gives 50% extra damage to kinetic weapons when a shield is broken with the weapon. Basically, it gives itself a 50% damage bonus. Its intrinsic trait is Compounding Force, which allows it to break any shield in one shot, making it a top pick for match game activities. That covers the basics of what each weapon does, and while hearing this, you're probably thinking that since barrier shields work with Disruption Break, Arbalest is obviously going to be the best choice for any activity with anti-barrier, right? I think that depends on what you're using the weapon for. Let's discuss. Wish Ender is a primary, so it received the 40% damage buff against all red bars given at the start of Witch Queen. As a result of this, it will one-shot body almost every red bar, even at low light. Due to how Broadhead works, a precision hit with Wish Ender will only do 17% more damage than a body shot, as the exit and entry damage is not affected by precision or body shots. Arbalest basically requires precision hits to do any damage, with precision hits doing 344% more damage than a body shot. This means if you hit a body shot with Arbalest, it's basically a waste of a shot. At 28 below, in a 1600 Master Law sector, a 1580 Arbalest would take 3 body shots to kill a red bar Legionary. Wish Ender takes 1 shot. Both Wish Ender and Arbalest will take down a barrier shield in 1 shot regardless of light level. Neither require precision hits either. Wish Ender does have a slower draw time compared to Arbalest's charge time. In terms of single target barrier damage output, Arbalest is the better one as it's able to provide itself a damage buff. At 28 below in a 1600 Master Law sector, a 1580 Wish Ender does 15616 to a barrier, takes 15 shots to kill, 3 of which being shield breaks. Arbalest at the same light level does 18216 without Disruption Break and 27324 with Disruption Break. Arbalest takes 8 shots to kill, 1 of which is used to break a shield. I would say both Wish Ender and Arbalest are reasonable choices to use in the current sandbox. If you're really worried about match game, use Arbalest, but most GMs have so few shields anyway that match game is basically irrelevant. Plus you could just work around it by using secondaries of the elements in the strike. All 6 of the GMs this season are barrier, 4 of which are overload and 2 are unstoppable. I'm going to be using Wish Ender for all the GMs anyway, even though it's going to force me into a double bow loadout, but I just think Wish Ender is probably going to be better for my playstyle because it has infinite ammo, it one-shots most red bars, you're not punished for body shots, so I'm not going to be forced to aim. It's less DPS than Arbalest, but even though it is less DPS than Arbalest, the infinite ammo is better than that, and match game I don't think is that important in GMs. Obviously, you could use Arbalest. Arbalest is still going to be very good as it still one-shots barriers, it has great DPS, it bypasses match game, and it allows for stacking with mods. But I don't like how you're extremely punished for body shots, and it doesn't have infinite ammo. Thank you so much for watching. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you see someone join with Wish Ender, don't instantly kick them, please. They probably know what they're doing, and that is ATP approved. Thanks, have a good night, everyone.